Hi everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to be making a beautiful fall themed wall hanging, or that's what I'm calling it because you hang it on a wall. But anyways, most of the supplies that I'm using today you can find at your local Dollar Tree or thrift shop or wherever it is you go to find your good craft deals. So let's head on over to the craft table and get started.
For the beautiful fall wall hanging I'm going to be making today, I'm going to be using this cardstock I printed out using the Textured Florals paper pack from Tailor Made Cards for You. And it comes with a beautiful collection of papers. So let me show you that here really quick before I continue.
This digital pack comes with 6 gorgeous papers you are going to absolutely love.
So before I got started, I actually sprayed a few coats of this Krylon Fusion on there, and don't let it confuse you. It does say for plastic. It also says for metal, wood, wicker, and more. And the reason I like this is it is a clear UV protection and it resists dirt and color fade, and that's what I'm going to want for my wall hanging. You may have a different one you want to use, or maybe you just don't want to use any at all, but that's actually what I did. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be painting, let me move this aside, I'm going to be painting this embroidery hoop and trying to give it kind of a distressed look. So let's get started on that. So I've laid down some wax paper, and a lot of you have seen my videos and know that I do that because I don't have to worry about my painted project sticking to it, and also it's really easy to reuse. I'm also going to be using this Ceramcoat Chalk Paint in London Stone, and this is just going to be my first coat. I'm going to go over it with a different one, and I'm going to speed this up for you.
So while I'm painting the hoop, I'd like to say if you're new to my channel, I hope you find videos that you like. I hope you subscribe and comment. I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. And for those of you that are already subscribed and watch all the time, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate your support and your comments and those thumbs up. It really means the world to me. And a big thank you to those of you who watch the commercials or those ads at the beginning or let them run, because that is so helpful to me, and I can't thank you enough for that either. So I've got the first coat of paint on, and as you can see, I didn't paint the back, but now I'm going to be putting on another coat of paint. This time I'm using Home Decor Textured Chalk in Whisper White. If you're a regular here on my channel, you've seen me use this technique before, and it just gives a really nice distressed, weathered look to my projects. And if you're new to my channel and you're not quite sure what I'm doing, I'm putting on the lighter coat sparsely. I'm not giving a full coverage. I'm letting a lot of the darker paint show through, and so like I said, it gives it a really nice kind of weathered, distressed look, and I really love that look.
After painting the hoop, I gave it a coat of satin Mod Podge. And that is not the only thing that I did while I was off camera. I also took a frozen pizza box and used my Cricut to cut out a circle to use as a template. And I used that to cut out my paper. Now my original plan was I was just going to glue this on the paper and then cut around it. But I changed my mind. And then after I did this and I had this, I thought, let's paint it. Let's give it that same rustic fence look. And I'm going to use this for the back. So let's get started. The next step is going to be to glue the hoop onto the paper. And I'm actually probably going to turn it over and do it this way, because what I've done, and I'll show you here up close, is I actually used a pencil to mark the opening right here so that I know that I'll have my paper going the way I want. And most of you would probably use a hot glue gun, but I am not. I'm going to be using my Beacon 3-in-1, and so I'm going to put the glue around this back edge that we didn't paint, And then I'm going to put the paper over the top of it.
For those of you that wonder, no, I do not work for Beacon, and no, I am not sponsored by Beacon. I truly love this glue.
Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love it. So now, with this done, I'm going to turn it over, and now I'm going to add this onto the back. And no one's going to see it, but just in case they ever do, I like the look. And I painted it the same way I did the hoop, and I also used satin Mod Podge on this as well. So again, I'm going to be using my Beacon 3-in-1. I am going to put this on, and I'll be right back. I think it looks beautiful just the way it is, but guess what? I'm not going to leave it like this. So I've got some sunflowers, and you can actually pick up bunches of sunflowers at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just cutting off what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be attaching some along the edge of the hoop here. And I'm going to be doing this off camera for time's sake because it'll probably take me a little bit to get everything organized, but I will be back as soon as it's done. So I cut apart one of those bundles of sunflowers, and I used the flowers and the leaves and adhered them on here with Beacon 3-in-1. I did not use a hot glue gun. And I love this stuff because it's not like other wet glues. It dries quickly. So it doesn't take days or hours. It literally takes about 30 seconds to a minute for it to adhere, and then a little bit longer for it to completely dry, but not too long. And I love it. So I don't burn my fingers with this. Okay, so I got that on here, and what else did I do? I used a piece of twine. Let me turn this over. I used a piece of twine on here, hooked it to the little thing up here at the top, whatever it's called. Anyways, hooked it so that I could have that to hang it with. And I used some burlap ribbon and just tied it through that little thing as well, and made my bow, added an extra flower, and this was just a quick and easy project. I absolutely love it. Cannot wait to go hang this on my wall. And like I said earlier in the video, you can get a lot of these things at your dollar store, such as sunflowers, Mod Podge, even some burlap ribbon I've seen there before. And they might even have the hoops. I haven't seen embroidery hoops there, but I'm probably looking in the wrong department. But there's always your local thrift store or yard sale. So really inexpensive. And the really awesome thing about this Textured Florals paper pack is, as you saw, there are so many different ones in there that you will find one that matches your home decor if you want to do this, because maybe this isn't the paper you want to use, but you would want to use one of the others because they are all gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them so much. So I'll try to get a picture of this hanging on my wall to show you. But there we go.
Thank you all for stopping by today, and I hope this inspires you and gives you some ideas for your own fall projects. And if you want to check out that wonderful digital paper pack, there's a link below in the description box. You're not going to want to miss it, so click on where it says show more. It'll drop down. There will also be a link to tailor-made cards for you, which is where I got the paper pack, and also a link to Crafters Castle challenges where you can enter all of your wonderful creations. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.